Hello, my name is Kriostix and welcome back to the beta of Gwent. And after the positioning patch with a lot of changes, I decided that I actually need a lot of new cards to make a difference here. So I ended up buying a bunch and I wanted to record myself opening them. We have 65 to open and I'm not 100% sure if this will be one video or two. It'll depend on how long this takes. I don't want to make a super duper long video because it's asking a lot to ask someone look at a video for, I don't know, an hour or longer. So that will be the determining factor here, how long it takes. But let's start opening our 65 kegs. And once again, I will be reading out the text of the cards at first in every case. When we start getting cards that we have seen in this video, then I'll just skip over them like we've seen that, okay? Okay, so it'll be faster the further on we go. Let's open a card keg then. And please give me something good. And here we are. Ooh, two Northern Realms to start. The Blue Stripe Scout, a rare one. Add 4 strength to a non-gold unit on your side of the battlefield. Redanian Elite. 7 strength. If 3 or more Redanian elites are on your side of the battlefield, convert them to gold until removed from the battlefield or the round ends. For the monsters, 6 strength. Varan Warrior. Every 2 turns at the end of the turn, destroy the unit on the right if non-gold, and absorb its strength. And 10 strength, Sheldon Skaggs, no ability for the scoia'tael. Okay, so here we have a choice between a Kegs Siege Expert, a Hawker Healer, or an Epidemic. Kegs Siege Expert, 4 strength, add 3 strength to each non-gold machine played on your side. 4 strength scoia'tael Hawker Healer, add 3 strength to adjacent non-gold units, meaning the one on the left and the one on the right. And then a neutral card, the Epidemic. Destroy the weakest non-gold units on the battlefield. So it's 1 and then it's multiple if there's multiple units that happen to have the same amount of strength. Of these two, the most useful ones for me are obviously Epidemic and Kegs Siege Expert. I have none of those. I'm going with the Kegs Siege Expert, because I have a feeling I might want to at some point try and build a deck around those, if I have the chance. Maybe. I'll at least want to try. It sounds interesting. And next up, Northern Realms, 5 strength Blue Stripes Commando. We've seen that one at this point. A Skellige, 6 strength Raging Berserker. Transform into a Raging Bear if weakened, but not destroyed. And again, I can't zoom in to check what exactly was the Raging Bear, but I'm sure it's probably useful. But that's something they should improve at some point. Nice. Ooh, for the monsters, 7 strength Golem. When removed from the battlefield, spawn 2 lesser golems on the row where the unit was. Wow. And then for the Skellige, 3 strength Queen's Guard. Resurrect all Queen's Guards and add 1 base strength to your Ceres unit wherever it is. Ooh, this is interesting. That's a curious thing to... So, okay. It gives the choices between Eredin, a monster leader, which is just play Eredin, and then it's for the Nilfgaard, Orcs. Lock or unlock a non-gold unit on the battlefield. Locked units lose all tokens and have no ability until replayed or moved to a hand. And then for Northern Realms, a spy unit, Sabrina Klevesig with 1 strength. When destroyed, remove 3 strength from all non-gold units on its side. So it's gonna be between these two. The thing is that Orcs is really useful, but if you happen to have a method to destroy this, that will be even better. Or well, even better is a big word. It is useful. Is a thing. So I actually think I'm gonna go with the Sabrina, because I always go with Northern Realms at this point, because that's my main deck pin so far. But it's interesting that it gives the option to take Eredin, even though it gives Eredin as the leader in the basic thing. That is weird, though. Yep, let's take Sabrina. And the next keg, let's roll. And please give all golds and all everything awesome. Okay, first up, Nilfgaard. 7 strength, Alba Spearmen. Gain a shield. Shields protect from 1 strength removing effect, but not from strength resetting or swapping effects. For the monsters, 5 strength, Wild Hunt Warrior. Gain weather immunity. Remove 1 strength from an opposing non-gold unit and gain 2 strength if that unit is destroyed. And then for the Nilfgaard, 2 strength Spy Ambassador. Add 12 strength to a random non-gold unit on your side of the battlefield. Wow. And then for Skellige, 7 strength Berserker Marauder. When moved into the graveyard, transform into a bear. That is a wild one. And then the choice between scoia'tael 7 strength Dol Blethana Marksman. Remove 5 strength from an opposing non-gold unit with strength of 10 or more. And then for the monsters, 5 strength Necker Warrior. Create on the bottom of your deck 2 base copies of a bronze unit on your side of the battlefield. And then for Skellige, a Raging Berserker, which we've seen already in this video now. So, the one of these I don't have at all is Dol Blethana Marksman. And that actually looks quite useful, so I'll take that one. If I ever play scoia'taels, which, I mean, eventually I will, I'm gonna eventually try all of the factions multiple times. That goes for you know, without saying. So, that's a good thing to have there. And then we have a Skellige card, 5 strength, Clan Todorok Shieldsmith. Add 2 base strength to a non-gold unit on your side of the battlefield. And then on the monsters, 8 strength Fiend, no ability. Scoia'tael, 8 strength Vreehead Sappers, ambush after 2 turns reveal. So it's not revealed at the beginning. That's interesting. And then for the Scoia'tael, 4 strength Vreehead Officer. Add 2 strength to the weakest non-gold units on your side of the battlefield except self. Remove 1 strength from the weakest opposing non-gold units. Meaning, again, 1 or more if they're of the same strength. And here is an interesting thing, because, okay, for the monsters, 5 strength Wyvern, remove 3 strength from an opposing non-gold unit is the first choice. The second one is, for the Skellige, 5 strength Clan Brokvar Hunter, remove 3 strength from a non-gold unit. And then for the Nilfgaards, again, the Ambassador, which we've seen. The thing is, I own 3 of the other 2 already, so I might as well take the third one of these to, you know, even it out, because I don't think I'm gonna need any more than 3, and come to think of it, I believe 3 copies is the exact maximum amount anyway, so it's either take fairly worthless scrap, or take a third one of these to full out the collection. And there we go then, and on to opening the next keg. And here we are. For the Northern Realms, 6 strength Reinforced Ballista, remove 1 strength from a random opposing non-gold unit whenever a gold card appears on your side. And then a neutral Blizzard Potion, spawn either an immune boost or overdose effect. Nice. And then for the Northern Realms, 2 strength Reaver Scout. Choose a bronze unit other than a Reaper Scout on your side of the battlefield. Play an instance of it from your deck. And then a neutral card, Torrential Rain. Spawn a rain effect on both siege rows that decreases the strength of all non-immune units or appearing there to 1. Units regain all strength removed by rain when rain is removed or they move out of it. And the choice is between Northern Realms 8 strength Taller, redraw up to 1 card, and then again the Nilfgaard Ambassador, or a monster's Ancient Foglet. Gain weather immunity, gain 1 strength at the start of your turn if on a row affected by fog, and the base strength is 5. The thing is, I already have one Thaler, and I cannot have multiple ones of the same silver card in a deck anyway, so the third Ancient Foglet is pretty much a non-brainer here, because at least I can have a third one of a bronze if I make a Foglet-heavy deck at some point. So here we are. And opening the next one now. This will take a bit of a time, because we're savoring these things a bit here. But we've seen Clan Todorok Shieldsmith. Ooh, for the scoia'tael, 5 strength Vrihead Vanguard, spawn a Commando Neophyte on a random row. And then for the Skellige, a 5 strength Clan Todorok Armorsmith, gain Weather Immunity, reset self if weakened, and weakened non-gold units within 4 spaces to the left to base strength. And then for the Nilfgaard, 5 strength Nausicaa Brigade. Remove 5 strength from a spying non-gold unit on either side of the battlefield. If the unit was destroyed, gain 4 base strength. And the choice is interesting. Here we go. For Nilfgaard, 8 strength Vanhemar. While on your hand, deck, or on the battlefield, gain 1 strength whenever a card in either player's hand is revealed. And then for Skellige, a 4 strength Draig Bondu, add 3 base strength to 2 non-gold units in your graveyard. And then the last one is a golden neutral card, 7 strength Geralt Ard. Choose 3 adjacent units on the opposing melee or ranged row. Move all non-gold units among them 1 row back, then remove 1 strength from all moved units. I gotta go with the gold, man. I see gold and I go for it. And it's neutral, so it's usable in any deck, which is a useful trait to have. And if you happen to use a lot of weather effects, that can be useful in there. Here we go. Skellige, 9 strength, Clan and Crate Warrior. Lose 1 strength. And another Skellige, 5 strength, Clan Demon Pirate. Gain weather immunity. Discard all Clan Demon Pirates from your deck. And then a neutral card, Warcry. Double the strength of all weakened non-gold units on your side of the battlefield. And then the Golem, which we have seen at this point already. For the monsters. The choice is between a scoia'tael 5 strength Dolblathana Archer, remove 3 strength from an opposing non-gold unit, and then another Kaedweni Siege Expert, or for the monsters a Monster Nest, spawn 3 base copies of a breedable unit on your side of the battlefield. To this choice, my idea of the Kaedweni Siege Expert deck weighs heavily. It's all not difficult to get these, and therefore I'm gonna go with that one, because from all those 3, it's the most usable for me, at this point at least. And here we go. Ooh. First is a neutral card, Alzur's Thunder. Remove 7 strength from a non-gold unit. Next up, a Blue Stripes Commando for the Northern Realms, we've seen that. Next up, we get a Thunderbolt Potion, a neutral card, choose 3 adjacent units, add 4 strength to all non-gold units among them. And this is one of the changed cards, as with a few more we've seen already with the patch. It's no longer 3 of the same type, or all of the same type, it's just 3 adjacent units. And the last one is Nilfgaard, 8 strength, Direland Foot Soldiers, no ability. And the choice is between Nilfgaard, 4 strength, Spotter. While in your hand, deck, or on the battlefield, gain 1 strength whenever a card in either player's hand is revealed. And then Skellige, 4 strength, War Longship. Remove 2 strength from a random opposing non-gold unit whenever you discard a unit. And then for the scoia'tael, 5 strength, Vrihead Dragoon. Add 4 strength to a non-gold unit in your hand. Of these 2, it's either the Dragoon or the Longship. So with that, I'm gonna go with the Dragoon. And here we are then. No real good reason, it's just it's almost a coin toss with those. They both seem roughly as usable for me in their own respective situations. A Queen's Guard, we've seen that. And then for the monsters, 6 strength Arachas Behemoth. Spawn an Arachas whenever a Devourer on your side absorbs strength.
Wow.
And next up, for the Scaligay, 7 strength Light Longship, gain weather immunity.
Goody.
And we've seen Clan Todorok Armorsmith already. The choice then is between monsters, 4 strength Water Hag, gain weather immunity, spawn a rain effect. And then a neutral Commander's Horn. Choose 5 adjacent units, add 4 strength to all non-gold units among them. And then Northern Realms Reinforcement. Choose a bronze unit on your side of the battlefield and play all instances of it from your deck. So with these, it's a bit of a wash which I want to take. I haven't really used Reinforcement all that much. I don't really find it useful, at least not yet. I haven't. It's either Water Hag or Commander's Horn. I haven't played a lot of monsters in a while. Spawning a rain effect sounds pretty useful, but then again, could I ever use 2 Commander's Horns? It's really unfortunate it's no longer every unit, but still I might take that. Just to be sure I have another one. The next keg holds us. Ooh. Starting with a Queen's Guard, which we've seen.
Legendary.
Ooh. Okay. A legendary one. A neutral 6 strength Okvist. After 4 turns, remove 1 strength from all opposing non-gold units. Then return this Okvist to your hand, set its base strength to 6, and remove its ability. Wow! I like that. That sounds awesome, man. Wow. And next up, Nilfgaard, 4 strength, combat engineer. Toggle the resilience of a non-gold unit on your side of the battlefield. A resilient unit stays on the battlefield for the next turn. This is an extremely useful card. Keeping a Nilfgaard, strong Nilfgaard card on your battlefield for the next turn is fucking valuable. That is, I've seen this card turn many tides of many rounds, man.
Goody.
And then for the Nilfgaard, 11 strength Nilfgaardian Knight. Reveal a random card in your hand.
More.
And next up we have once again Thaler, Cranbrockbar Hunter, and Commander's Horn. It's a bit of an unfortunate one, this, because... Oh wait, that's actually... I made a mistake before, I think. Let's see here. So yeah, I actually couldn't play 2 Commander's Horns if I wanted to, because it's a silver card, so it's kind of a wash there. Because, well, there's no point in any of this now, here, because anyone I take, it's gonna end up in scrap anyway. So, oops. I maybe made a mistake with the Commander's Horn before, because... But I think the Water Hag was actually as well silver, and I can't use a copy of that either, so it's a wash anyway. Okay, Clan the Moon Pirates, seen that. Ooh, for the Nilfgaard, Black Infantry Arbalest. Remove 3 strength from an opposing non-gold unit. If the unit's strength is higher than base, remove 6 strength instead. Ooh, for the Northern Realms Reinforced Trebuchet. Every turn remove 1 strength from a random opposing non-gold unit. And if I'm not mistaken, this is my 3rd one of these, so that's good. Dimeritium Shackles, a neutral card. Lock or unlock any unit on the battlefield if gold converted to silver or bronze, if that was its original color. Locked units lose all tokens and have no ability until replayed or moved to a hand. That's actually different than before. Oh wait, was it? Now I'm not sure. Well, my memory says that before the patch, this was just put the unit to its base strength, and also remove and make a gold one into a silver one and such, I think, but I'm not sure. But I might that makes it more useful card, really. Okay, the choice is between Northern Realms Field Medic, resurrect a random bronze non-permanent permadeath unit. And the second one is 4 strength Skellige Savage Bear. Remove 1 strength from each non-gold unit played on the battlefield. Does not affect spawned units. And the third one is for the Nilfgaard 6 strength Impera Enforcers. Gain 4 strength whenever either player uses a leader card, but before its effects resolve. Okay, so let's see here. It's either going to be the bear or the Impera Enforcers. I kinda like the bear. Yeah, let's roll with the bear. Bears are cool, man. That's a good enough reason for me. Okay, and opening another one. Reaver Scout we've seen. For the monsters, 3 strength Necker. While in your hand, deck, or on the battlefield, gain 1 strength whenever a Devourer unit on your side absorbs strength. When removed from the battlefield, play a Necker from your deck. There we are.
Nice.
For the Skellige 4 strength Clan Tuirzak Axeman, gain 1 strength whenever an opposing unit is weakened.
Wow.
And then for the monsters, 3 strength Arrakis, play all Arrakisei from your deck. And the choice is between Sheldon Skaggs, which we've seen, and Clandemoon Pirate Captain for the Skellige. While in your hand, deck, or on the battlefield, gain 1 strength whenever you discard a unit. I think we've seen a different art of this card, but not that card though. So well, that's a choice then, because the other ones would just go to scrap anyway. And keep on opening, man. Let's do this. And here we go. We've seen Dale and Foot Soldiers, and we've seen a Necker. Different art, maybe, but we've seen that. Nausicaa Brigade. I think we've seen this, I'm pretty sure. A Fiend we've seen too. Okay, the choice is interesting here. First off, it's for the Nilfgaard Assassination. Lock and destroy an opposing non-gold unit. Locked units lose all tokens and have no ability until replayed or moved to a hand. And then Priscilla for the Northern Realms. Draw 1 non-gold card face up and 1 non-gold card face down. Play 1 and randomly place the other in your deck. Interesting. And then Alzur's Double Cross. A neutral card. Add 3 strength to the strongest non-gold unit in your deck and play it. Ties are resolved randomly. Ooh. That is interesting. So, I love all of these. The thing is, if I'm playing Northern Realms, it should maybe be Priscilla or Alzur's Double Cross. If I place a strong silver unit in the deck, having Alzur's Double Cross would be pretty interesting to have there. But also, Priscilla gets to play basically a free card from the deck. So, both of these are good. I'm going Priscilla. It's a hard choice, man. I'm already almost regretting it, but only almost. They're both so good. Okay, first off, Skellige, Seen Clan Uncreate Warrior. Ooh, for the Nilfgaard, 6 strength Rot Tosser. Spawn a cow carcass in an opposing row. I hate this card. This has been the bane of my existence in so many Nilfgaard games, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
For the Nilfgaard 7 strength Alchemist, reveal a random card in your opponent's hand.
Nice.
And a Reaver Scout we've seen. And here we are, Savage Bear we've seen, Dimeritium Shackles we've seen. For the scoia'tael, a Fireball Trap. Ambush. When a revealed non-gold unit appears on the opposing side, remove 3 strength from it and spawn a Commando Neophyte on a random row. Sure, I'll take it. Sounds interesting if nothing else. And trap cards are interesting because they are much like secrets in Hearthstone. They really can just break the concentration of your opponent. Combat Engineer we've seen. Okay, neutral card Mardrome. Spawn either a mutagen or a spores effect. I need to check later what that exactly does. That sounds interesting.
Nice.
And Northern Realms, Cadwenny Sergeant. Convert a gold unit to silver or bronze if that was its original color. Okay.
Goody.
For the Scoia'tael, Elven War Dancer, Strength 4. Gain 4 strength whenever you play an ambush. Ooh.
Now for more.
Okay, and the choice is between 9 strength Nilfgaard Albrich, Albric. If your opponent has not passed, draw a card. Then your opponent draws a card and reveals it. Ooh. And then War Longship we've seen, and Manticore, no ability, 10 strength for the monsters. The thing is, I could either take another War Longship to even out the collection, or I could take a silver card and take the scrap from that. It's a bit more scrap than the bronze ones would give, because I can build bronze cards if I absolutely ever need them. I don't know if this is the mathematically correct thing to do. I hope it is. But in this particular case, I like to take the scrap from a silver card rather than a fairly cheap bronze card. At least I think it's cheap. I might be wrong. This thing. Okay, Scoia'tael, 4 strength Hawker Smuggler. Gain 1 strength whenever a revealed non-gold unit appears on the opposing side. That is useful. I've seen that work well. Oh, another one of the Necker Warriors. Cool. And we've seen Black Infantry Arbalest as well, and a Blizzard Potion as well. Okay, the choice is between Dolphlethana Archer, which you've seen. For the Northern Realms, Dun Vanner Heavy Cavalry. After 3 turns, convert to gold until removed from the battlefield or the round ends. Or the other choice is Quen Sign. Choose a non-gold unit in your hand. Give all instances of it in your hand and deck a shield. Shields protect from 1 strength removing effect, but not from strength resetting or swapping effects. I have all of those, at least one of them, so it's really not much of a choice because I don't use the heavy cavalries, not in my Northern Realms. At least not yet. Okay, for the Skellige, 5 strength Clan Brokvar Archer. Gain weather immunity. Remove 1 strength from 3 non-gold units. Necker, seen that. Dimeritium Shackle, seen that. And, okay, neutral card Manticore Venom. Choose 3 adjacent units. Remove 4 strength from non-gold units among them, which is useful. And we've seen the Wyvern, the Imperial Enforcers, and the Dolphlethana Archers. So I'll take the Enforcers just to even out the collection there, and open the next keg. Okay, next up, Northern Realms. 4 strength Temerian Foot Soldier. Play all Temerian Foot Soldiers from your deck. Then Skellige, 7 strength Berserker Marauder. Seen that actually. Also, we've seen Alba Spearmen. Ooh. Neutral card Biting Frost. Spawn a frost effect on both melee rows that decreases the strength of all non-immune units on or appearing there to 1. Units regain all strength removed by frost when frost is removed or they move out of it.
Now for more.
And the choice is between Nilfgaard 6 strength Mangonel. Remove 2 strength from a random opposing non-gold unit whenever a card in either hand is revealed, or Northern Realms 4 strength Reinforced Siege Tower. Gain 2 strength whenever a gold card appears on your side. Or Scoia'tael Hawker Support. Gain 2 strength whenever you play a special card. The Scoia'tael card is useful, but I play Northern Realms, and a Siege Tower could come in handy. If I play it with the other, synergy cards which use machines. So there is that. And next up we've seen Manticore Venom. Okay, 1 strength Skellige, Priestess of Freya. Resurrect a bronze non-permanent unit.
Goody.
Blizzard Potion we've seen. And okay, 6 strength monsters Arch Griffin remove weather from its row. Which is interesting. It destroys both frost and rain, which is sure. I mean, wind I can understand, or fog, I mean, but sure, whatever. Okay, but now, Alba Pikeman, 7 strength Nilfgaard, gain weather immunity, and we've seen Arrakis Behemoth and reinforcement. To even out the collection, I'll take Alba Pikeman, thank you. We haven't seen a lot of super good choices yet, though. I would love to have more legendaries and such, but we'll see. First off, monster 7 strength Drowner. Gain weather immunity. Move an opposing non-gold unit to that side's siege row. Ooh. Northern Realms Prince Stennis. 12 strength a spy card. Gain weather immunity. Draw 1 card face up and 1 card face down. Keep 1 and randomly place the other in your deck.
Wow!
4 strength Harpy monsters. Spawn 2 Harpy eggs on random rows on your side. And we've seen at least one kind of Temerian foot soldier. And the choices between stuff we've seen: Reinforced Siege Tower, Vrihedd Dragoon, and Clan Brokvar Hunter. Of these, again, Northern Realms is king to me, because that's the thing I intend to use. And what I've been using mostly for what I've played so far. So, the Siege Tower, of course. And next up, Northern Realms 8 Strength Redanian Knight, no ability. Okay. So here we have Fake Siri, 6 Strength Epic. A spy unit, gain for the Nilfgaard, gain 1 strength at the start of each turn while spying. If spying when its owner passes, move to the opposing side. There we have it then.
Nice.
Neutral Blizzard Potion we've seen. I think we've seen 1 Wild Hunt Warrior. I'm pretty sure. Okay, we've seen Ulbrick, Hawker Healer, and Prince Stennis. So here's the thing: Hawker Healers can actually be useful enough to at least consider 3, maybe. So I'll take that, because I already have the other 2, and once again I can't use more than 1 silver card of its same type. I can't use more than 1 copy of 1 silver card, so if I have 2 silver cards, the other one is useless.
Nice.
Of the same card. I speak very well these days. God damn it! But we've seen Blizzard Potion and Wild Hunt Warrior. That is useful. Radovid, Northern Realms Leader. Choose 3 adjacent units. Lock all non-gold units among them and remove 2 base strength from the locked units. That's good.
Wow!
Neutral card Adrenaline Rush. Toggle the resilience of a non-gold unit on the battlefield. A resilient unit stays on the battlefield for the next round. And the choice is between Manticore, no ability, we've seen that. Scorch, destroy the strongest non-gold units on the battlefield. And we already have 1, so it's a wash. It's a silver card, and the same goes for reinforcement. So there's really no matter, because all of them are gonna be scrap, and I at least think they're gonna be of the same, scrap value. I hope. Not sure, but I hope.
Goody.
Necker we've seen.
Nice.
Neutral card First Light. Spawn either Clear Skies or Rally. Banish when moved to the graveyard. Alchemist we've seen. Temerian Foot Soldier we've seen. And we've seen Arrakis Behemoth, which is the first choice. The second, Skellige 4 Strength Clan Heimei Skald. Add 3 strength to adjacent non-gold units. And we've seen Quensign. I don't have the Heimei Skald, so I might as well take that. And open the next keg. I got a feeling I have to make 2 videos out of this. 65 will take I don't know, at least 1.5 hours, I feel. Or somewhere around there. When I reach roughly the halfway point, I think I'm gonna call it. And then, you know, okay, Necker we've seen. K20 Sergeant we've seen too. Queen's Guard we've seen as well. And also we've seen Clan Tuirseach Axeman. Actually, have we? 4 strength Skellige gain 1 strength whenever an opposing unit is weakened. Well, now we have at least. The choice is between 4 strength monsters, Old Spear Tip asleep. Add 1 strength to all other non-gold units on the row. Whenever there are 3 or more units on the opposing row, at the end of a turn, transform into Old Spear Tip Awake. Which is a useful monster. I think that's going to be the choice. Thunderbolt Potion. We've seen that one at this point. And then scoia'tael, Mahakam Defender. Gain Resilience. A resilient unit stays on the battlefield for the next round. I'm taking Old Spear Tip. I've seen that thing a lot of times used. It's really, really good. The Awake form essentially removes strength from the opposing rows, which is so good. Okay, here we are. First up, we've seen Alzur's Thunder. And 3 strength Northern Realms, Poor Infantry. Spawn 2 base copies of this unit on the same row. Necker we've seen. Nilfgaard 6 strength, Impera Brigade. Gain 2 strength for each spying unit on the opposing side and whenever a spying unit appears on the opposing side. Sure. Sheldon Skaggs we've seen the first choice, second choice Spotter we've seen too, and we've also... we haven't seen Cleaver in this, but I own one. Cleaver, neutral card 6 strength. Lock or unlock a non-gold unit on the battlefield. Locked units lose all tokens and have no ability until replayed or moved to a hand. There's no point because it's going to be scrap anyway. I have maximum amount of all of these, so there we go. Might as well. And next up, Redanian Knight we've seen. Blue Stripes Commando, new art, but we've seen that. 5 strength, Northern Realms, Reaver Hunter. After 2 turns, play a Reaver Hunter from your deck. Light Longship we've seen, I'm pretty sure. The choice is between a Field Medic, a Cleaver, and Raging Berserker. We've seen all of them, but I might as well even out the collection here. Again, it's possible that Cleaver, because it's a silver card, might give more scrap. I'm not sure, but I'm already kind of regretting my choice of doing that the first time. You know, choosing scrap instead of filling out the collection. So let's just do this instead. And take the thing we don't have the maximum amount of, meaning. Okay, and... there we have it. Oh, Stammelford's Tremors, a neutral special card. Remove 2 strength from 6 random opposing non-gold units. That's completely different than it was before the patch. And actually that sounds pretty useful. Next up we have Skellige, 4 strength, Clan Uncrate Raider. Resurrect when discarded. We might have seen that, but I'm not sure. Legendary Draug. That looks cool. 7 strength. Remove 1 strength from a random opposing a non-gold unit 7 times. Meaning it has the potential and likely potential to be technically 14 strength in your favor in 1 move. That's awesome!
Nice.
And Clan Tuirseach Axeman we've seen. Okay, now here we have War Longship we've seen, Ancient Foglet we've seen, and then we have a Northern Realms card Promote. Choose 3 adjacent units on your side. Convert all non-gold units among them to gold until removed from the battlefield or the round ends. So it's going to be either this or the Longship. I think Longship, because I have 1 Promote and I have barely ever even tried to use that, so in this case, let's go here. And next up we have scoia'tael, Vreehead Brigade, 8 strength, no ability. Monsters, Wild Hunt Rider, 3 strength, gain weather immunity, play all Wild Hunt Riders from your deck. And Queen's Guard we've seen, and Rot Tosser we've seen too. Ooh. That is a solid choice set here. Okay, so I gotta think about this for a second. So, Decoy. Neutral card. Return a non-gold, non-relentless unit on your side to your hand, add 3 to its base strength, and immediately play it again. Then banish self. Then we have, for the scoia'tael, Saskia. Remove 1 strength from all opposing non-gold units. Add 1 strength to all non-gold units on your side of the battlefield except self. If we have a lot of people on the battlefield, that's gonna be huge. Monsters, Caretaker. Resurrect a non-gold, non-permadeath unit from the opposing graveyard. Mind you, it's not random. It means I can choose which one I resurrect. Ooh. I need to think about this for a hot second. I'm trying to think tactics in my mind. Can I somehow use the decoy to a solid... Because it still takes 1 card from my hand to be here, you know? If we return a non-gold unit to my hand and then play it again with 3+ strength. The problem I find here is it still essentially it is 1 card that gives 3 strength in the end, right? Whereas usually at least an average okay card brings at least 8 strength in 1 card move to the battlefield. Sometimes more, sometimes less if there's an interesting, you know, mechanic in there. But this one, I'm probably missing an obvious way to use this, but I don't really see a mathematical advantage here. I'm sure there's cards with which really... Oh wait, you know what? There is. For example, if I have Blue Stripes Commandos, I can then this can be pretty big because it'll add 3 to the strength of the Blue Stripes Commandos, and then the 2 or 3 or whatever it adds to all the other ones. So it has a lot of synergy thing going for it. Or at least some of it. So there is that. But I mean, I like Saskia. I think I'm going Saskia here. Or will I? There is the fact that I do play Northern Realms. It's a neutral card. This is so hard. But if I do make a Blue Stripes Commando thing and a thing which, yep, I'm going decoy. I'm gonna regret it if I don't take the decoy. I just know it. That was so hard. I think there's no good choice there for me. God, because they're all so awesome. Golem we've seen. Cadwani Sergeant we've seen. Dwarven Mercenary, 3 strength, scoia'tael. Gain 2 strength for each dwarf unit on your side of the battlefield.
Nice.
Priestess of Freya we've seen. We've seen of the choices we've seen Ancient Foglet and Epidemic and Vreehead Dragoon. In this case, I'm taking the Epidemic. Okay, here we are then. And opening the next keg. And when the barrel count says, I think 33, that would probably be a good stopping point. When it's the halfway point. We've seen Queen's Guard, we've seen Elven War Dancer, and we've seen Manticore Venom.
Nice.
And we've also seen Blue Stripes Commander. So this is what I was talking about. Because when you replay a Blue Stripes Commando, I am almost certain that that triggered ability of adding 2 strength to all other commandos will still trigger. Therefore, the decoy will be then very useful if that's the thing we want to do. So that is useful in that sense. The choice is between Arrakis Behemoth, Prince Stennis, and Sheldon Skaggs, all of which we've seen, but I'll take the one that I don't have the maximum amount of. Here we are, and opening the next keg. 35 left. First up, Nilfgaard Combat Engineer we have seen. Spotter, we've seen that one too. And the Reaver Scout as well. And the Priestess of Freya is all well and seen at this point. Okay, the choice is between Albric, we've seen that. Clan Drummond Shield Maiden, 5 strength Skellige. Whenever this unit is weakened but not destroyed, play an instance of it from your deck. Or we have Reinforcement, which we've seen in this video already. The Shield Maiden is the only one thing I don't have the maximum amount of. That has to be the choice. There we have it, and open another deck. And there's going to be, not the last one, but almost. Queen's Guard. We've seen that. Clan Brockbar Archer, we've seen that one too. Redanian Knight, we've seen that.
Nice.
And Harpy, we've seen that one as well. The choice is between... Wow. Again, okay. Neutral card, Dudu. 1 strength. Set strength to that of an opposing non-gold unit. Not a random, though. That's the difference. Francesca. Redraw up to 3 cards as scoia'tael leader, which I already have, which I got when I started the game. It's the base leader. And then, for the Nilfgaard, Peter Sar Gwynleve, or Gwynleve, I don't remember. It's the military leader from the very beginning of Witcher 3, or the first, the prologue-ish area of Witcher 3, if you remember, the person to whom the peasant is being forced to give grain or rice or food, sacks or something. And actually, that monster head is the thing you bring him, the Archgriffin or the Griffin. Restate a non-gold unit to base strength. So, I'm going with the neutral card here, Dudu, which I don't yet have. And again, I find it odd that I can get leaders which I already have by the virtue of them being in the base deck, or the base decks. But this will be the last one of this video, so let's make this count, everyone. Necker, we've seen that. Alzur's Thunder, we've seen that one too.
Wow.
Vrihead Vanguard, we've seen that one as well. It's been a while, but we have. Black Infantry Arbalest, we've seen that one as well. And the choice is, well, we have Fringilla Vigo, 10 strength Nilfgaard, no ability. Raging Berserker, transform into a Raging Bear. Actually, yep, we've seen that one too. Yep, and Water Hag, Monsters, we've seen that one as well. So here's the thing again. The ones on the left and right are silver. The one in the middle is bronze. It's possible that the silver cards might have more value in scrap. Actually, that's also something I'd love to see here in this screen. There's scrap value, but I can't. But then again, okay. The only one which I don't have the maximum amount of at this point yet is the Raging Berserker. It's a bronze card, but to even out and fill out the collection, like I'll take that. So, with that, I am quite out of time for this episode here, but I will be opening the other half of these kegs in the very next video, which will almost certainly be up by tomorrow, roughly. So, with that, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do drop a like or a comment or even subscribe or share if you want to. It would really help, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time.